think that the fine increase for distracted drivers problem is more important than the safe school thing, because the schools have kids, and like if you're driving in a car, like that's both kids and adults. Plus, there's more car crashes than there is like like people coming into schools and breaking in.
Okay.
And,
So, your turn.
Oh, okay, so I think the school safety is more important because if you crash your car and you're saying you want them to learn their lesson because their tax will go up, so you're getting them as to stop them? Is that what you said? That was what you said there?
What do you mean?
Like you said, so I'm saying that they've already been punished because most people get hurt. So if you raise their taxes, and they also have to pay for medical bills if they get hurt, so that's just more and more money. And also, I think kids are more important to people because it's not their fault. So the people in the car, they probably were drunk, or they were texting, or calling someone, or not paying attention. So it's their fault.
Okay.
And if there's a terrorist around the kids' school or something.
Except adults aren't the only ones in cars. It's both kids and adults.
Right, it's not the kids' fault in the cars.
Okay, so question. Do you have a question of Ella? Layla?
How many people break into schools compared to how many car crashes there is in the world?
Well, I didn't say it was breaking into schools because
Well,
we read a newspaper article about someone near the school during school with a gun, a rifle, and they had it loaded and they're carrying it around, and it was very unsafe, and they kept those kids after school.
So how many of problems like that are there compared to how many car crashes there are
In the world?
in the world? Or is it, if it's just dealing with Canada, then I guess in Canada.
Well, I think probably about, I'm saying 60-40, the percentage, the year thing.
Mine is what?
60, and it's 40, but it's almost.
I think I disagree with that, because whenever something happens like that, it's always big, and I think there's a lot more car crashes.
That's a full 20% more.
So how many, hold on. What's a full 20%? 60, 40?
So I'm saying that
Okay.
the
Yeah.
car crashes are more percentage than, it's hard to explain, but
Yeah, okay, so you think the car crashes are still up, but how do you know that it is actually 60, 40?
I'm making a prediction.
Okay, so what would you have to do to find out for sure?
Research, and when I come back,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll get it right.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm almost positive I'll get that right.
Okay.
I think it would probably be, you're going to disagree with me, but 70-30.
Is what you're thinking?
I don't think all the terrorist attacks on schools and all that kind of stuff is all recorded. There could be some that are going.
But there are still a lot of car crashes that are not recorded too.
But no one records car crashes.
Okay, it looks like we have some questions in our audience. Ella, want to pick one?
Hazel.
Okay, so if Layla's saying there's more car crashes, shouldn't they try to prevent the car crashes? And if they are raising taxes, that would make people stop getting drunk and driving, because they don't want to spend a lot of money.
That's not going to rule out drunk driving or texting or
But
anything
it's going to make it way
It's going to
less.
make it lower, but what I'm saying, actually have an idea, if you fix the school problem first, it would take less time and less money. So why not do that first and then go on to the taxes and the
How do you know it will
fines?
take less time and less money?
Because
It's not really going to. It's not really going to. It's not going to take that much money to just make a law that says you have to pay blah blah blah.
Well, not exactly money, but time. It would take a lot of time. You have to reinforce that rule. I know a lot of people who probably wouldn't listen to it. So, I don't know. It might not be worth it. Because after a while, it might get, like,
Same with the
discarded or
school.
Not really. Because if you take kids, they're very, very important to people. And I'm sure the parents would vote for...
Kids are also
Oh,
important.
here's something. The parents would vote for kid safety, but they probably wouldn't vote for more taxes.
Who's getting taxed though?
No, they probably wouldn't want to pay.
Right, but for the fine increase for distracted drivers, who are the ones who are paying?
The adults or the people who are getting hit,
So,
crashing their car.
right, so if that's the case, if it's the adults that are crashing their cars that are getting charged, then who are the ones that are paying then? Is everybody getting a fine increase?
No, but the people who are, they don't want that to happen because then they'd have to pay more money.
How else could they avoid it not happening?
They could, like, not drink and drive. But that's back to the reinforcement. That's going to take a while.
Okay, it looks like we've got some more questions. Layla, you want to pick one?
Mariah's killing herself, so.
Okay.
Okay. But wouldn't the adults want the children to be more safe than them? Like if the adults had a choice of either keeping their kids safe or keeping them safe, wouldn't you think that they would pick their kids?
But kids go in
Excellent
cars
point.
too.
Because kids are more important.
But kids go in cars too. It's not just adults in cars.
But it's not the kids' fault that the adults crash.
It's no one's fault that the adults crash except for the people that were actually doing it, and that's why they have to pay money.
Yeah, but if the adults are drunk, then or texting or something like that, it's their fault.
Exactly. So they don't want to pay.
Okay. Who else do you want to pick here?
Elise.
Well, I don't really have a question for you, but I have a question for Layla.
Okay.
Why is it so important why is it so important that, why do you keep on asking, why did you ask, Ella, like, how, is more like schools getting breaked in and stuff than, like, car crashes and stuff? Why do you ask that? Like, why do you ask that?
Why did I ask what?
Why there's more schools versus the car crashes?
So that she could see that there's more car crashes than
I saw that already.
And so why does that matter?
because I think if the one that's more should be stopped because it's like giving like more benefit. Yeah. It's benefiting people.
If you take, say, think of an example. Like shopping, if they run out of meat, that's not more important. Or if they run out of something like shopping, meat and vegetables, take that. So if they run out of vegetables, they're not going to buy more vegetables instead of meat, right? What? Okay, I'm not making sense right now. But I haven't planned out.
Okay, so try it again.
Okay, so take it. You're saying that it's more important because there's more, right?
Yeah.
Like there's more car
So
crashes,
you're
it's more
saying
important.
that like
If they run out of, like, say,
no. Wait,
Okay.
so you're saying that
this is just an
school
example.
one is more important even though it's less?
Yes.